team say?
Can you guys all say team say on 3? 1, 2, 3. Team
Hi, I'm Mariann DiMattina-Gonzalez with Team Say. Today we are at the Fire Academy in Fairfax County. Very exciting new program that Fairfax County Public Schools has started. I have 2 high school students with me that are in Fairfax County Public Schools firefighter program. It's year 2, and these students will become firefighters by the end of the year, by the end of their senior year. So we're going to hear from them. They were very modest. They did not want to share their story because it's not why they stopped that day. But I'm grateful you're willing to share your story, and I was really enlightened talking to you and finding out why you joined the program. And I think that's important too, and I know I want to share that with other high school students. I think it's incredible to have this opportunity with Fairfax County Public Schools.
Yes, ma'am.
So go ahead, tell us your name and why you were in the program, and then we'll find out a little about the accident you stopped out. And you guys were heroes already, and you're not even full-fledged firefighters yet.
Yes, ma'am. So my name is student firefighter Mitchell. I'm a senior at Chantilly High School. And
I'm student firefighter Wolf. I'm also a senior at Chantilly High School.
So I kind of always knew I wanted to do something with public service, whether that was being a police officer or being in the military or whatever. I just wanted to help my community, and I honestly could never see myself sitting in an office for my entire workday. So I had some close family friends that were in the fire department, and I was always really interested in it. And then middle of last year, my junior year, I heard about the high school firefighting program, and I was just completely floored at the fact that I could go into an academy class where every other day we come to the fire academy, and from 12 to 5 we're at the fire academy being treated like recruit firefighters, and when we graduate we will have the certification as a firefighter.
That's exciting.
Yeah, so I took the class because I was looking for something kind of like on a high action, and I've always wanted to give back to my community what they put into me through my school years. So I was looking, and I thought this would be a great opportunity to find out whether I kind of had the idea of I wanted to be a firefighter, but I wasn't sure, like maybe not. So I thought, well, this would be a great opportunity because I can try it as a high school course and I can learn so much from it. But at the end of the day, if I didn't like it, I wouldn't have lost anything by it, but except for gaining so much experience.
Did you do, and they also have the EMT program available in junior year. Did you do that as well?
Neither of us were a part of that class.
Okay. So are you guys going to do that too?
Yes, ma'am. So I'm taking it.
Or do they incorporate that into this program?
No, ma'am. So I'm going to be taking it through Loudoun County's. Since I volunteer out in Ashburn, they're going to send me through their EMT program.
So you're already volunteering?
Yes, ma'am.
And you've already started?
I'm in the application process to become a volunteer out in Ashburn right now, and when I hear back, I plan to take the EMT course out there.
Wonderful.
Yes, ma'am.
So when you graduate this year, you are considered full-fledged firefighters?
Yes, ma'am. We are given the certificate through the state saying that we are firefighters, and that includes the certifications of Firefighter 1, Firefighter 2, Hazmat Ops, and then a few of the incident command systems.
Wow. Yes, so during a normal graduation for, other than high school, they get presented the helmets and the jackets. So will that happen? You guys already have helmets, though. I see this high school firefighter Mitchell.
Yes, ma'am.
So then we
the
pull
black
this up.
helmets, the black firefighter helmets are given to the firefighters when they finish recruit school. For us, we get given a certificate that is in a frame, and through that, it makes it easier for us to apply to different fire departments, and it's really reputable. So
excellent.
Yes, ma'am.
Great experience and great learning opportunity. So it's just basically resume building, so we can walk away instead of just being an 18-year-old trying to apply to a fire academy. We're all of a sudden having fire certs with Fairfax County, and it's statewide as well. So it's a great opportunity.
That's amazing. So tell future kids that want to be in this program.
To future high school kids who possibly want to look into a course, this is an excellent course to take. There's almost no negatives or downsides to it. it's such a fantastic opportunity. I've walked away now with 12 other brothers and sisters that are throughout the county from other high schools that otherwise I would never have met. And through this class, we've become really super close, and we go out to eat all the time and hang out, and we've just become really close with each other. And it's just so much experience that you can use in the real life, even if you decide that you do not want to become a firefighter or anything involved with it. There's just so much practical knowledge that you get, and you learn not so much about yourself as well by the different courses and stuff they push you through. It really just made me realize sometimes you think you can't do something, but they make you figure out that you can do something.
Do you have anything to add to that?
The fire department is one big family. Everyone here is the nicest person that you'll meet. You really can't walk down the hallway and not see a friendly face. So, yeah,
that makes all the difference.
Yes, ma'am. It's a really awesome opportunity. It gives you great certifications and just an amazing opportunity to grow up in high school.
That's
Yes,
so
ma'am.
we were talking about college not being for everyone.
Yes, ma'am.
Did you want to add your 2 cents in on that?
I struggled through high school academically, and I couldn't see myself going to a 4-year university right out of high school.
Mm-hmm.
So I was just looking for different opportunities, keeping my eye out for things that would spark my interest. I was interested in the Marines for a little bit, and was talking to a recruiter from the Marines. We were actually both doing through the same exact recruiter actually. But yeah, then I had thought about the fire department for a little bit, and I guess through this class I've definitely decided that this is something I'd like to create a career out of it.
That's excellent.
Yes, ma'am.
I'm glad that opportunity exists. So the car fire, we're going to show some footage of the car fire that you guys had last Friday as
Yes,
a
ma'am.
working scenario, or they call it a scenario, a practical? What do
Oh,
they
it's
call
practical.
it?
Yes,
A
ma'am.
practical?
Yes, ma'am.
So can you tell us a little about that?
So that was just we were practicing, kind of tied in, we were kind of practicing, we're just learning about car fires. We did our lecture on it, so we were just we did a dry run through it the day before. So this was just kind of putting it all together, having the fire. We do it in teams of 2, coming out. We had an adjunct instructor as our leader, and we just would go in, we pulled the bumper line, got it staged, got the line charged, and then the other person grabs wheel chalk. You want to make sure you chalk the wheels so the car doesn't go rolling if you're on a grade or anything like that.
That's good.
And then you go in, you spray, and get all the underneath first to make sure that you get all, if there's any oil leaks, gas leaks, you get all that away from you. You go chalk the wheels, and then you and your partner go to work on putting out the car fire.
Excellent.
Yes,
You wanna
ma'am.
add anything?
We kind of covered it all. He's got it all.
So tell us, what happened? You guys were on your way home, trying to get something to eat after the academy, and you're already heroes. I know you're modest, but
I
you're
don't
already
think
doing your
first off, I
good
don't know if
deeds.
I would really consider us a hero. We were just doing what we did, what our training, what we're trained to do here at the academy, and we did not really. I wouldn't consider ourselves heroes. We were on our way home on 28 when Mitchell, student firefighter Mitchell, noticed there was a little car pile up on 28, and as we were driving by, we can kind of the other cars started to leave, kind of pull off to the shoulder of the road, and there's the one car still, and it was pretty mangled up, and so he was like, hey, just maybe pull over and let's see if they need to stop traffic or anything, because traffic was very heavy.
And at the time, there was no fire department or any police officers at the scene. So
We just wanted to make sure everyone was okay, or someone didn't need to call 911 and they didn't have any means to do so. So as we stepped out of my truck, we started walking, and we realized that we kind of smelled it. You can kind of smell like something was fuming, and that's when we saw the front of the car catch on fire and
Actually go on fire while you guys were sitting.
Yes.
Wow.
And
Like flames.
yes, ma'am. The flames started coming around the car, and
actually, at that point, I realized we forgot the flares and his first aid kit back in the truck. So I turned around and hightailed it back up the shoulder of the highway, and I grabbed his first aid kit, and we just worked our way back down the highway to make it towards the accident.
And we weren't sure if there was anyone entrapped or maybe, passed out, or we, obviously didn't see the accident, so we weren't sure. So we crossed the lanes of traffic, and by that time, we got over the lanes of traffic and we got there. Basically what happened is the lady was still pretty close to her car, almost in her car.
She was searching for a few things in there.
And that's when we decided, I ran over, I told him to call 911. We weren't sure if they'd already been sent.
Right.
And we stopped the traffic. We put some flares down so that no one would run into us and create a bigger problem. And then I pulled her out, kind of guided her. She was like a little bit kind of confused. So I kind of grabbed her in a sense, kind of like gave her a hug and kind of walked her over to the side where it would be safe, that she was out of traffic because she was still kind of in the traffic lanes. And so I made sure she was safe and kind of pulled her off to the side where there was the shoulder of the road. And we waited until the fire and police showed up to do the rest of it. So we just did what our training was, we were trained up to what we were allowed to do, and we didn't go above and beyond the training or try to do anything heroic. We just did what our training was telling us to do, and that's.
How'd you feel while you were doing it?
You don't really think. It wasn't. I mean, it's kind of hard. It's kind of hard to explain if you have never felt that before. But if you
Definitely
really don't think
adrenaline
you
rush.
just your adrenaline is rushing probably almost as much as the lady who just got in the car accident, and all you can really do is you learn the stuff in the class, you put that stuff to heart, and then you just do. You literally just do. There's no time that you're like, okay, what should I do now? It's like you take it step by step and take it by the circumstance, and you just take care of what needs to happen. So as he was helping the lady out of her car, we got a construction vehicle to pull, I guess sideways in the highway because he had realized that we were helping the lady out, and so that stopped some traffic. He threw down a flare. I called 911. They said there had already been 3 calls that had went out to that certain location. So by the time I had actually hung up the phone, we started hearing sirens. So help was on the way, and
that's reassuring, right?
Yes,
Yeah,
ma'am.
the professionals should step in.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
So were you worried about the fire?
No, ma'am. I wasn't really worried about the fire too much. I mean, it was kind of crazy to see how fast it spread. From by the time we crossed the lanes of traffic to get to her car, it was like a little teeny fire. And then by the time we crossed the lanes of traffic, I mean, it was almost after doors.
It was probably only a minute and a half in total till the
entire car
had gone off. Really, I mean, yeah, probably a minute and a half, 2 minutes, and then the entire car was up.
So what did she say to you guys?
We reassured to the lady that everything was going to be okay. Help was on the way, and if she needed anything, that we were there for her. When one of the medic units rolled up to the scene, I saw Medic 440, and I thought, I know someone that rides that sometimes. And sure enough, out pops one of our instructors from here at the academy, and he's like, "Hey, what's up, fellas? How you doing? You guys stopped to help him out?" "Yes, sir." Wow, thank you very much for your help. Did you guys set that up? Did you set the flare up? You asked the dude to pull sideways?
Wow.
Yes, sir. So, yeah, it was kind of cool to see someone that we knew there, and he thanked us for what we did, and he directed us back towards our car, and so we were on our way.
That's excellent.
Yes, ma'am.
That's amazing. Well, thank you so much for sharing your story.
Yes, thank you, ma'am, for having us.
Thank you.
And please keep up the good work and
ma'am.
keep us posted. We're going to come back and see you guys in action on graduation and all that good stuff.
Yes,
That's May 5th, right?
Yes.
That's
May
our
5th is
family
Day.
burn day. Yes, ma'am.
Graduation is June 1st.
Oh, okay. So May 5th is
Our family burn day, so we're going to run a lot of mock scenarios and everything, so friends and family can come actually kind of put it together, because it's one thing to go home and tell your mom what you've been doing, but I mean, she doesn't, if she had family that's in the fire service, they wouldn't really understand what was going on.
Until they really can see it for themselves. Mom, I put out a car fire today. Okay. Yeah, you know what I mean? There's only really
good. Glad you had a
there's
good
only
day
so
at
much you
school.
can, yeah. Yes, ma'am.
Well, thank you guys.
All right,
and
thank
good
you so
luck.
much very much
Keep
for
up
having
the
us.
good work. Thank you.